Hi guys, and welcome to another Armin's Tech Talk. I am of course your host Armand, and I want to thank you for joining me today. You can also find me on Twitter at Armin's Tech Talk. AMD has decided that they're going to release the Threadripper. Now, of course, this does remind me of something out of Michael Jackson's Thriller, but hey, we can go with that. AMD's Threadripper CPUs are, of course, the high-end desktop processors that we've all been waiting for. This is going to consist of the 16-core 32-thread monster, or Threadripper. I feel like I'm out there and I'm saying, I'm the Batman. I wish I was the Batman. Anyway, Threadripper. It's going to be based on a revised version of AMD's server socket SP3. This particular socket is going to be called SP3R2. It is going to consist of 4,094 pins, and this is going to be a socket. It's not going to be a BGA product. One interesting thing to note with this new processor, although we don't know how many lanes of PCI 3.0 it's going to have, or how many SATA ports it's going to support, or if it'll support USB 3.1, is that the chip itself does support quad-channel DDR4 memory up to 2066. Now, of course, there may be overclocking potential after that. It will all depend on how well AMD has exceeded the microcode for this processor. As they are based on the same Ryzen family, it could be that the microcode that they are about to release for the AM4 products will make its way to the high-end desktop. Other things to note is that the processor itself is going to contain a slightly higher TDP, not DDP, that was another guy, but a slightly higher TDP of 180 watts. This is a little bit higher. I have heard from some folks that I know saying that's a little concerning. I don't think it should be a concern at this point. We're dealing with smaller architectures, but we are dealing with more cores. In this case, 16 cores, 32 threads, and we are looking at a clock speed of a base of 3.1 gigahertz with a boost up to 3.6 gigahertz. This is going to be interesting in a lot of ways to see how that stacks up against Intel's i9 processors. If, of course, you want to hear more about that at the end of the video, I will have a card in the upper right hand portion of the screen. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is going to be the monster that we've all been waiting for? Do you think that this is actually going to be the chip that's worth waiting for? And do you think it's going to come in at a decent price point? At this point, I'm thinking 16 cores, 32 threads. This could be AMD's way of making it into the $1,000 price range, maybe $1,300. I don't think that they are going to price, of course, as high as Intel has in the past. Of course, this also does bring in an interesting opportunity depending upon performance for Intel and AMD to start slugging it out at the high end. It's going to be really nice to dig down into the hardware platform, which is what Whitehaven is going to be about. AMD has said that they are going to talk more about this at their event on the 16th of May. They also have another Computex event on the 31st of May. So we definitely, whether it's Vega, whether it's Threadripper, or whether it's something else, we have a lot of information from AMD coming, and this is an exciting time. Competition, as I've always said, brings out the best in companies or in people, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. I hope you guys are too. Keep it tuned right here for all the latest information. I will bring it to you as quickly as possible. I mean, as my screen here gets warped and whited out slowly because the sun is coming in. Good times, guys, and once again, thank you for watching this blown out edition of Armin's Tech Talk, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.